Everybody, it's Coach Bastine from Epping Elementary School, and we all know that we need 60 minutes of activity every single day. And now that we're kind of holed up in our houses, it can be hard to maybe figure out where can we practice some of these videos or lessons that the teachers are sending you. So today we're going to work on some spaces that you can hopefully find in your area. And the number one space is your yard. If you have a yard, this is the number one place we want you to get outside and get active. All right, another outdoor space, because we want to be outdoors whenever we can, would be something as simple as a driveway. So if you don't have that yard, you can always come on over and hopefully you have a driveway. These cars aren't always here, so my kids have a bigger area to play. And if you have a driveway, there is a chance that you might have one of these, which is a garage. And a garage can be a great space. Now this is kind of a busy garage. We moved the bikes out of the way. We moved some wood out of the way, but we have a pretty decent sized space here where we could do virtually any sort of fitness activity and even maybe some ball type activities as well. So there's your number 2 spot. So another spot here, I chose not to use the living room because most of us, that's one of the larger rooms. So obviously your living room can be a place if there's not anything breakable around. But this is just a small little office we have. And there's a small carpet there, which would be perfect for basic fitness activities, probably not ball activities in this room. We could also do some yoga and some stretching. Along the same lines as the last room you saw, we have a small bedroom here, and there's a little carpet. So same as the last room, fitness activities, yoga, stretching. And finally, we have a basement. We're fortunate to have a pretty big little matted area here where the kids actually do stuff with soccer off the wall. And we have some of our fitness equipment here. We've got creative with hanging this down so we can do some back exercises. I've got my bike set up over there on a trainer. So not everybody has all this space, but if you do, it may not look the same as this, but if you have something as simple as just a wall, you can do lots of different types of ball activities. So what do you do if your space is limited? Say you live in an apartment, a small house, a trailer, and you don't have that basement, you don't have a garage, maybe you don't even have a yard to play in. Well, you need to get creative, and you can start by asking your parents for help. If you do have a basement, maybe there's a small corner in the basement they can move a few boxes so that you have some space to play wall ball or kick a soccer ball off of when it's raining outside. So you need to be creative. If you're from Epping and you're watching this and you don't have space that you can think about, then send me an email. You guys can find my email, you know how to reach me, and we can communicate with, maybe I can help you brainstorm some ideas. Equipment and tips, and we'll end on that. Equipment, we have the actual equipment. So if you're playing soccer, it's great to have a soccer ball. Okay, it's also great to have handheld weights or resistance bands if your parents have them. If you don't have the actual equipment, so you don't have a basketball, well then it's time to modify. And if you have a soccer balls are pretty bouncy. So you could work on your dribbling skills. You could work on shooting using a soccer ball. You can also, I've used as some examples here, we have some Powerade containers and a juice container. I've simply filled them with water. And you can make them as heavy as you want by filling them all the way. You can let some water out if they're too heavy. But that's a great way to use those for a handheld weight and doing your various exercises that we have for muscular strength and muscular endurance. And finally, you have to be creative sometimes. If you don't have any of this stuff, you can still move. Even if you just go out in the yard and you run around. If I'm in a space like this, I can't jump rope because of the low ceilings, but I can still do the same exact, ooh, look at that, a double under, right? You can still do the same exact motion and get the same benefits with the jumping. Some tips. Safety is important, right? I don't want you playing out in a street if you live on a busy street. You need to check with your parents or your guardians before using the space. They probably don't want you playing soccer in the living room, right? There's lamps, there's TVs, there could be other equipment there, computers. that's not a safe place to do it. So make sure you check with your parents about the space that you want to practice and play in. Make sure it's fun. Everything that we usually provide you in PE is fun. What we're giving you is not going to be enough to give you 60 minutes a day. So you're going to have to rely on the things that you enjoy doing. And those are the things usually that are fun. So make sure your activities are enjoyable. And finally, there's unlimited space outside. We want you playing outside. Being outside in the fresh air is therapeutic. It's good to get out of the house when you're in your house now for hours and hours. Get outside and get that exercise break, that activity break your brain, your body needs. So that's it from Coach Bastine. Look for some more videos coming out in the coming weeks. And all my Epping students, I miss you a lot and hope to see you soon. Bye.